Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to color this picnic tray. You can use this coloring method to create clip art or detailed drawings like this. Let's get into it. For today's tutorial, I will be using the Sublime Watercolor pack and the mixed canvas that is included in the pack. I've drawn a sketch that you can download so you can insert it like this. Here is the sketch. Now let's go to the layers panel and make a new layer so that we can start to color. I've also created a color palette that you can download and use as well. And for the brush, we're going to start off by using the bold rough brush. And I picked out a very light green from the color palette, and now I'm just going to start coloring the grapes here and there. I'm not going to color the entire grape because we want each of these grapes to have different colors to make it look like it's a bit more 3D looking. Adding multiple colors to an element will make it look more 3D in general, and you'll see what I'm talking about later on. As you can see here, I'm using multiple shades of green to color these grapes, and I'm not filling it in completely. So I'm using at least 2 or 3 shades of green to color all of these grapes. For areas in between the grapes like here, I'm using a very dark green to fill these spaces, and this is on a separate layer. Just zooming out to see how it looks like, I think I need to add a bit more color to some of these grapes. You can create shades by using darker colors on lighter colored grapes. Just like how we've colored the grapes, now I'm going to use the exact same method to color the strawberry using a bright red. Again, you'll want to use multiple shades of red to create some shadows on the bottom. After you add the secondary color, you can use the basic blender to blend out any areas that need to be smoothed out. Just adding a bit more color on the bottom here. Zooming out to see how it looks like overall, and then I'll make a new layer and make that a clipping mask layer and use this Bloom #1 stamp. And then you can use the stamp to add the shadows like this. Just going to pick out a very light color to draw in the seeds, and I'm using the bold rough brush. I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but I'm just drawing in little dots here and there. Once that's done, you can color in the stem using a dark green. Now let's move on to the cherries. Just like how we've colored the grapes and the strawberry, I'm using this magenta color to first fill in the cherry. Once you've colored it, you can use the basic blender to smooth everything out like this. Making sure that I'm on the right layer, and I'll pick out a darker red to add more color at the bottom here. Now let's make a new layer on top of it and make that a clipping mask and add in some stamps. Let's use splotch, grab a darker red, and then just stamp it along the sides. And I'm going to use a darker color for the bottom. Drawing in the stem, and we'll move on to the Swiss cheese now. I'm on a new layer and coloring this entire block of cheese using a light yellow. Afterwards, you can fill in these cheese holes using a darker yellow, and this is on a completely new layer. Just going to fill in all of these holes. Once that's done, you'll make a new layer on top and make that a clipping mask. And we're going to choose a darker yellow here, slightly orange, and start to use the stamps to add depth to all of the holes. So I'm just going to stamp along the top of the hole like this. Let's choose a slightly orangey color and use that color here like that. Just stamp it along the top again. And then we'll make a new layer on top of the cheese block layer and make that a clipping mask layer and use the stamps again, just like how we did with the holes, and try to make the cheese look a bit more 3D. And if the stamp marks look too messy, you can blend it out like this and push it towards the pencil marks. Now on a separate layer, let's color the tray using a very light brown, a beigey color. And just to let you know, I will be using a separate layer for all of these components so that we can kind of use the stamps later on, and it will be a lot more easier that way. Again, a separate layer for this component here. This piece I think would be perfect for the summertime and during picnic season as well. Some of you living in different parts of the world, it may be warm where you live, so I think that this would be a little bit more applicable there now. Just going to add in a darker shade of brown here. Using multiple shades of the same color can make the piece look more realistic. And for the inner edges, I'm using a very dark brown. Just to let you know, this is also on a separate layer. Once you're done with the first layer, you can add more color like this on top along the pencil lines, just to accentuate that there is this separation here. And of course, you can use the basic blender afterwards to blend it all out. Let's make a new layer on top of this wood layer and make that a clipping mask and use the stamps again. Bloom number 1 will work well here. And you can stamp it along these edges. And spread it out using the basic blender. Now let's go to this other layer here and make it a clipping mask layer. And I'm going to go back actually to the other layer here, and it's a clipping mask layer as well, and we're using the light rough edge brush to make wood marks. You'll want to use a slightly darker brown to make sure that it shows up well. And you can add these strokes wherever you want on the other layers as well. And once that's done, we'll move on to the cup. So let's add a new layer on top. And because it's a glass cup, I'm using a very light color like this one here. It's like almost like a white, and I'm just coloring it in. And after that, you'll want to use the basic blender to kind of make the center of the cup opaque compared to the sides. So I'm just spreading out the color here. And then on top of that layer, we'll make a new layer, and just going to pick out a light gray and start to color the sides. Just going over the pencil lines along the top as well. And then you can use the basic blender to kind of soften it. You can use a slightly darker gray for the bottom here. And then finally, you can use some stamps along the side here, the right side. Of course, when we're using stamps, it's best to use clipping mask layers. Just zooming out to see how it looks like overall, and just fixing it here and there afterwards. And that's it! We just created a cute little picnic tray using the Sublime Watercolor brushes. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and see you in the next one!